Welcome to the law firm of Davis and Davis. We're not a real law firm. Go ahead, grab a beer, a glass of wine, sit back and listen.
Part 2. Until Burke's ears blow out again.
Yeah. As we were saying before, this got a little bit of a Hogan's Heroes vibe to the music.
Yeah, it does. It does. All right, a little bit of background music there. What were we talking about? Oh. Welcome to the Davis and Davis Show, davisanddavisshow.com.
TheDavisandDavisShow.com for your merch needs.
Thank you very much.
And I saw a picture you sent me. Where in the hell did you get that? Or is it real? Is the next question.
I paid off another credit card. So I went and splurged.
I'm hoping it is a pre-owned.
Nope.
Brand new. Why?
Brand new. I even got the great big green box with like all of the paperwork and stuff in it. Yeah.
You gonna tell everybody what you got, or you just gonna keep it a secret?
I got a Rolex Submariner. To match the color of my BMW. I feel like a yuppie. Are there still yuppies? Now we're old urban professionals. Yeah. So you may as well tell the audience once again what you're drinking for the second time.
I, in my quest for even cheaper vodka, am trying something called Denica. Inspired by his Danish roots, Denica is an imported vodka made from wheat without the imported price. Because a 750 milliliter bottle is all of $5.99.
Somebody's going cheap.
Well, I was like, it's a pretty bottle. And I'm like, I'll try it.
Burke's all worried about the cost of the nuclear experimentation on his body over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, really. It is. It's okay. It's got a little bit of a like peppery kind of dark pepper kind of flavor thing going on, but as a mixer, I'm sure it would be a-okay. Apparently, I have a thumb in. Okay.
How did that happen?
I'm assuming because I like held up my glass or something. I can't get the emoji to pop up. I don't know. I had a little thumb emoji in the corner of my screen. I'm like, what did I do? Oh, this is only 70 proof. Oh, okay. Nah.
I want to see if this one pops up on the reactions. Yeah, it's not. Wait.
Don't think they have one of those.
What good is that?
I know, right?
Nothing. Anyways, so it's
even
pretty
on the
good.
List. That's really sad.
So it's pretty good.
And I can click on that.
There's
recognize hand gestures is turned on. Nah, not working. Oh wait, you got the thing. Except your that the suntan speaking there, is that what that is?
Well, when you first do this, you can set your skin tone color, or when you do your setup, and if you notice, I set mine up to something that I'm not.
I can't find that setting. Oh, there it is. All right, we'll go a little more tan. How's that? There we go. Not much. I have no idea what that one is. Anyway, but we digress.
Okay, emojis are supposed to be here to help you. Why don't you have a middle finger?
I have it on my phone. It's just Zoom doesn't have it. I'm assuming that because everybody would use it at that point.
That's
you can even search for emojis and middle doesn't.
mean,
finger doesn't come up either.
Now, notice.
Got that one.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Soft serve.
So what'd you think of the watch?
Pudding emoji. It's pretty. I just don't understand spending that kind of money on a timepiece that doesn't really tell time that well. It's a bracelet, is really what it is.
It matches my BMW. when I was,
and my chin matches my nutsack. What are you trying to get at?
When I was at the store, I almost bought the Daytona. But that was about $400 more.
Oh yeah, because when you're spending thousands, what's $400?
By the way, guess what I'm drinking?
Beer.
No. I had a huge bout the past week with diverticulitis. And
explain that one. I don't remember that one.
Diverticulitis is when your intestines basically bunch up like a freaking
bulging pouches develop in your digestive tract.
Yeah. Especially when you get dehydrated and your poo becomes really hard, it shoves itself into those pouches. And yeah, like Saturday I came home from work and was curled up in a ball until Monday morning. It was really bad. So I had to forego the beer. I had to forego anything with yeast.
Oh.
And I'm drinking White Claw. Hard seltzer. Just makes me burp a lot. And it goes down like water, so I'm going to be freaking smashed by the end of this show.
Oh, good. Actually, I saw that they came out with, what was the tea that we used to drink all the time? The honey ginseng one. It was like $1 for the big can.
Well, I used to drink Earl Grey. I don't remember
the stuff of the
this was the stuff for theater, for your voice, right?
No. This is you go to the 7-Eleven, and they had this tall can, and it had like the cherry blossoms on the can. It was like a honey gin, and they had regular tea, and then they had the peach tea, and
like
then they
Arizona.
Yes, that's it. They now are making Arizona hard ciders.
Ooh.
I guess the peach is really good.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Ooh, that sounds delectable.
I know, right?
Oh, shit. Forgot. Are you ready?
Okay.
It's time for the Davis and Davis Show Motivational Minute.
Do nothing. There is no purpose or meaning to find in life. So just exist and do nothing. Stop waking up early. Life is shit. So sleep through as much of it as possible. 5 a.m. club, bad idea. 11 a.m. club, much better idea. Stop doing the things you don't want to do. Make the excuses. Avoid the work commitments, the friend get-togethers, the family gatherings if you so wish. Make the excuse book and fill it with excuses. Keep the excuses ready for the boss, for the wife, for the friends. Say no to the teams meetings, to the TikTok. Say no to the exercise. Say no to the diet. Eat whatever the fuck you want. Soon you will be dead. So what difference is it making? Stop listening to what people say about you. Stop chasing the perfect summer body. Whether you are fat or thin, haters will hate. And soon your haters will also die. Hopefully in the most horrific manner. Joking, not joking. Oh, I am by joking. Do the least amount of work without getting fired. Nike say, just do it. Self-help sing say, just do nothing. Release yourself of obligation and responsibility and just do nothing. Everything you think you need to do was done before you and will be done after you. So stop doing. You do it best when you do nothing at all. You are not special. You are not unique creation. The world is fucked and you cannot unfuck it. So just do you and do nothing. Stop spending your days searching for the meaning of life, for that is the most futile exercise. You will die one day just as confused as you are now. So be happy with what and who you are. As my good friend Freddie Mercury once said, nothing really matters. So do nothing.
Farouk Freddie Mercury.
Haters will hate. Nothing else matters. Don't think Freddie Mercury had those lyrics, but whatever.
Thank you from Self-Help Sing.
Oh man,
Oh,
this
God.
stuff's so good.
I said on the first show that we did it that I would put a link to his YouTube site on the website. I'm sorry, people. I'm not going to do that because I lose content then.
Nobody's gonna listen to us.
That may be the next game. Guess what self-help's going to happen next? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, self-help sing. Anyways, what's been going on with you this week?
Not a whole heck of a lot, man.
I see you're still alive.
Yeah, I haven't died yet. Yeah, still taking my blood pressure meds and my blood pressure, and still kicking.
Blood
Sorry,
pressure meds. I bought a Rolex.
Apparently, Bob let his son Alex drive the yellow car in an autocross this past weekend. He'd never done it before, so they had a lot of fun.
Well, good.
Looks like there was one of my 94 Civic Si. One of those was on the track, and then I thought I saw something look like a K car, like an AutoZam, I think maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, well, here's the lovely thing about Apple. So, when Apple people take a video and they send it to other Apple people, it's in great quality. But if they send it to people that don't have an Apple, it's shitty quality. Yes. Even though when I send a video, every phone gets killer quality. So I guess that's one thing Apple can't do.
Apple.
They could if they wanted to. They just choose not to make them seem more exclusive. Yeah, it's a dick move.
What the hell you say?
We get all the green text in the text messages. It's fucking racist.
Oh my God.
I'm not lying, man. We had this group of people at work.
Happy, my curse will be lifted.
You can go off and rule the universe from beyond the grave.
Indeed.
Or check into a psycho ward, whichever comes first, huh?
That is one big pile of shit.
He was asking me, wait, are you the guy in the group chat with the green text? I'm like, yeah, so what? He's like, oh, he looked at me like I was a pile of shit. I was like, okay, whatever, dude. I don't discriminate.
Wait.
Take a mighty shit.
Told you I'd find it.
Did you get the goat scream I sent you? Maybe I didn't send it. I'll send it on later.
I didn't see it. But that doesn't mean that I didn't get it. That means that Scott's busy.
But no, I'm not yelling at you. I was just curious.
Hey, did you hear that?
I heard that. The clock on the wall says 0000, which means
that either means that my Viagra ran out and I need to go get my refill, or it's time for a break.
Or the bomb's about to go off.
Take a guess which one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We have a show.
Yeah,
I have
it's a show.
We have a show.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say about it, because I just, yeah,
it's a show. You'll find out.
We'll be back.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a headache all day. Sorry.
Drinking enough water?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't hot today. But okay, there we go. Welcome back to the Davis and Davis Show, davisanddavisshow.com.
The davisanddavisshow.com for merch needs.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll hit on that every 5 seconds.
Hey, did you hear about this website called davisanddavisshow.com?
No, tell me about it.
Dude, it's awesome, man. All sorts of cool stuff on there. You gotta check it out.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I wonder if there's an episode guide.
You know what? You won't ever know unless you go and check it out yourself.
Oh, there you go.
There could be pictures there too. You never know.
Fucking pictures?
I know, right?
Pictures of Put-in-Bay, maybe?
Yeah. I was looking into that today. So I'm kind of bored at work, and I'm looking into different hotels. Just kind of, okay, maybe there's something a little nicer for a little bit more money. Like, hey, what about this one? No, that's on the second one. What about? He's like, no, I already put the deposit down. I'm like, oh, snap. Okay, never mind.
So I went and checked. We're literally only paying $700 for a week.
No, geez, that'll work.
Yeah. I was like, even though it wasn't the prettiest room, it wasn't the best hotel. Shoot, man.
There's parking. There's a subway.
Yep.
It's right downtown. Yeah.
Walking distance to the real bar.
Yeah. Well, there is a hotel directly next door to the real bar.
I know, I looked at it, but
yeah, it's a little
the
pricey,
cheapest
man.
that I could get at that one was it was $903 total.
Yeah.
I was like, that's too much for the off season. I enjoy my Put-in-Bay time, but
So exactly what day are you coming? What days are we going to be there exactly?
18th to the 23rd.
Okay, I may have to adjust I think it's when I took off, but I'll have to double check that. So
the 18th is the day before the Put-in-Bay race stuff starts.
It's a Monday, yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to be there for everything, but that first day we can actually sit back and relax, help
Bob if he needs anything, or Sharon or whatever.
Yeah, help Bob and Sharon with all of their stuff. And thanks again to Sharon Cox for letting us live in her
in the garage there on the tarmac. Yeah.
The great group of people. I actually emailed her husband the other day.
No.
Yeah, I just wanted to send him a thank you for letting us hang out with him and all that stuff, and say, hey, we'll be back again this year. If you need some help working on the car, Burke and I are here. We'll be in your garage anyways. If you need help, we can turn wrenches. We can do whatever you need.
Yeah, we'll sweep. Done. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's whatever. Wash the car, whatever you need.
But great guy. I'm looking forward to Put-in-Bay.
Did I tell you Uncle Carl called me today?
What?
Yeah, he called me on my phone. Didn't just message me. He called me. I'm like, okay. We've been going back and forth. We've been going back and forth on Messenger a little bit lately and everything. But so apparently he's going to be working up in Put-in-Bay again this year for the cab company. And the cab company people own the state park at the end there where we took the pictures on the Put-in-Bay. We're saying, so off to the side there are a bunch of cabins and stuff. The cab owner owns them all. So him and oh god, okay, brain dead. Him and his girlfriend live up there basically all year. She does her stuff with her purses and Pearls by Dawn and her purses and everything. So we'll probably see him up there this year.
Well, yay.
He's calmed down quite a bit. He's a little more down to earth. He's a little more realistic. It's all good.
The last interaction I had with him was him following me and his wife to go have lunch together. It was just weird. And I was like, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Uncle Carl?
Anyway.
Great guy. I have nothing against him. I just that
He gets
really,
a little weird from time to time. That's all.
That weirded me out to the point of, yeah, I may not want to hang out with this guy. But it won't matter because we'll be at the real bar every night. Guess who didn't mute his phone?
Now let's see. Here's my phone. It's not making any noise and it's on mute.
Fantastic voyage.
Zippity slide.
Ohio band.
Nice. The Gap Band?
No, this is Lakeside.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Lakeside. I've lit this band about 50 times. And the last time that I lit them, we were at the University of Alabama, I think it was. And the promoters didn't want to pay for lighting. So I put like 10 lights up, turned them all pink, and shot them, and went and sat behind the truck.
Knowing full well blue light is better for their skin tone.
It's like, yeah, there we go. That's what you get.
$0, zero fucks.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, are they lit? Yeah.
Done.
All in pink. So we were going to do a show tonight. We're still going to do a show. I'm just not motivated to the point of no return. How many of these do you have?
Well, that are actually pertain to me?
Yeah.
Just 4.
Ah.
And then I got a couple, like my daughter's got a couple. I got a couple for my friends, and I got a couple of fun ones that I was just going through the whole phobia list, and it's like, that's interesting. That's bizarre. Okay.
Yes, we're doing fears and phobias. I have 4 for myself. No, 5 for myself. And that's, yeah. I am so not awake right now.
That's all right, man. Well, you want me to go over some of the weird ones that I found out there? Actually, I would love to like blow this picture up and share it with you. But then you wouldn't hear the music. So some weird ones. All right, let me see if I can pronounce this one. Hippopotamonstrasa quipidalia phobia is a fear of long words.
Okay.
It's a fear of long words. It's like a 30-letter word, like you douchebags.
Okay.
Isotropophobia apparently is a fear of mirrors, which I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, which reminds me, I was listening to somebody the other day talk about the whole thing about vampires and mirrors. Do you know why vampires supposedly couldn't see the reflection in mirrors?
No, tell.
Because back in the olden days, mirrors were glass and silver. That's how you got the reflection. Makes more sense now, doesn't it?
Totally makes sense now.
Yeah. I was like, I heard that. I'm like, oh, God, you're right. Gymnophobia is the fear of being nude. My wife might have a touch of that. Not quite sure.
I have a touch of that.
I've gone to nude beaches before. It does not bother me in the slightest.
I don't.
I don't care.
Yeah, I do not need to see that.
I
naked.
have zero fucks. I don't care anymore. Let's see. Xanthrophobia is the fear of the color yellow.
What?
Yeah.
There's
a phobia
actually a fear
of, I guess some people are scared to death of like anything colored yellow or yellow light. I'm like, that's an odd one. Paganophobia is a fear of beards. I think a lot of babies have. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, here we go. This has got to be a new one. Nomophobia, fear of not having a working cell phone.
Really?
And I'll admit, I've been down that path once or twice.
That is so weird.
Oh yeah, do without your phone for 2 days.
No, I could totally see it though.
Yeah,
because I mean, yeah, I could totally see it. I live off of my phone,
as do most people.
and I'll be at work and my phone will get down to like 3% and I'll be like, oh fuck, what the hell do I do? This is how I clock in at work, this is how I clock out of work.
You might have to add one to your list.
Damn.
Don't you have like a battery bank, like a small battery bank?
Here's the stupid thing. Our golf carts have USB ports.
Really? You just can't remember to bring a cord with you, can you?
And I I have a cord in my car. What did I do though?
You left it in the car.
No, I went and bought a battery bank.
No.
There's a freaking USB port in the cart.
I actually went and bought I had this real tiny one, probably the size of like 4 credit cards stacked upon each other.
Yeah.
I got for free. It came in a box at work for something. And I kept that in my purse for a long time. It's just tiny. It's like it would get you from like 20 to 45% and it'd be dead, you know.
I kept that in my purse.
Yeah. Oh, tell everyone how useful my purse really is.
I'm not gonna okay, I understand that your purse is useful, but you're a man, don't call it a purse.
It is what it's. Okay, excuse me. My shaving kit.
My pack.
Well, I used to have a fanny pack, and that's what it was for the longest time. Now it's actually a shaving kit.
God, I love Burke.
What the hell you say?
I'm touching my feminine side. Stop it.
Yeah, we did a whole show on that. We just can't air it.
You're hurting my feelings.
Somebody looked at me today and said, "You talk with a lisp." I said, "Really?"
Stop. It made me self-conscious. Sounds like steam escaping.
All right. What else?
How about this one here? Globophobia is the fear of balloons, the sight, the sound, and popping of balloons.
No, I might have that.
And the flip side of that is I was actually watching some weird ass show in the middle of the night, and that's actually like a kink for some people. Like they love balloons and popping them, and so different strokes for different folks, I guess, right? How about these are tough to pronounce. Arachibutrophonia Triphobia. Fear of
Fear
peanut
of
butter sticking.
acrobats?
No, fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
God. Oh,
And then trypophobia is the fear of holes.
I have it. I have that. It's not just a fear of holes, it's a fear of symmetrical holes.
Well, actually, if you share the screen with me, I've got a picture of something here for you.
Is it? Let's see here. Sorry, people. You're going to lose a razor. Stop.
Thing like that.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Okay. Turn your music back on now.
Yeah, that's pretty damn gross.
That's an actual frog, and I think that's the male frog, and it develops these holes in its back, and the tadpoles live in those holes until they are formed enough to come out and do their thing. So that was all the fun ones. I'm sure we'll probably jump on a list here in a little while and find some more. I've got some friends that have a maxophobia, which is a fear of driving, and thalassophobia, which is a fear of water and distance from land.
Wait,
deep water.
Hold on. Fear of driving?
Yeah.
Or fear of riding with Scott?
No, just fear of driving.
I call that Bobophobia.
Bob doesn't like riding with you, huh?
Bob closes his eyes the entire trip to work.
And that just eggs you on, doesn't it?
It makes me go faster.
Now, you don't have to go faster unless it's a corner. Then, get the tires squealing a little bit, Chirping tires are happy tires.
No, he loves it when I pull up to like 5 feet from a car and then finally whip around it. Loves it. Sorry, Bedford Euless Police Department. Yeah, it's my BMW. Come talk to me.
I wouldn't do it if it didn't scare the hell out of Bob, but I have to now.
It's got to happen.
Now my daughter.
Oh my God! Hold it! I got pulled over. I got pulled over the other day. I was doing 60 and a 30, and
double's bad.
The police officer pulls me over, and he's like, "What the hell is so wrong with you?" I said, "You got 18 fucking stoplights between my car or my house and my work. The closer I get to work, the more I stop, the more I'm late, the more I drive faster. That's the way the world is." He looked at me and went, "Get out of here."
My daughter, here's my daughters.
Oh, Sam or
Sam. Calorophobia, fear of clowns. She hates clowns. Hates them. Hates them.
Damn, we're gonna have to have her on the clown show.
She's pretty arachnophobic also. Fear of spiders, because I'm always the one killing. She's like, there's a spider. It's like one of these little, little ones. And they're kind of white, and they're slow, and it's like they're not doing nothing, man. They're just eating. But I mean, they're not big, they're not hairy, they're not scary. They're just tiny little white spiders, and she gets all sorts of freaked out. I'm like, hey, okay. So, any that you found not related to you that you wanted to?
You actually hit the three that I was going to talk about.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You hit the clowns. You hit the holes, the symmetrical holes. And you hit fear of yellow. Which,
yeah, that one just blows my mind.
Now, I was actually kind of impressed with the fear of the cell phone dying or not having your cell phone, because I have that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. But no,
there's also ergophobia, which is a fear of work, which I don't think I'm so much afraid of work as I'm just sick of it.
Hate it.
Yeah.
I would rather, you know what I did today at work? This is how much of an ergophobia that I have. I sat and mapped out my next 4 trips that I'm going to take for vacations. Put my deposit on a cruise. I'm going to go to Germany next year.
Nice. Oh, you might have this one. Syngenosophobia, a fear of relatives.
Oh, I don't have a fear of them. I ignore them.
Hatred, fear, different thing.
Yeah.
Do you fear dinner parties?
No, I love dinner parties.
Okay. Okay, how about...
But I do have the phobia. I don't know what it's called, but I have a phobia of being around a lot of people.
Agoraphobia.
Yeah. I do not... I like to be by myself. Maybe with one person. Maybe 2 people. But you get me into a setting where there's like 50 people. I literally shut down and just...
Like a concert? What do you do there?
3/4 of my job or my life of working was doing concerts. What do? I sit backstage until I have to go out to the light board. Then I go out to the light board. I do my show. And the minute that show's over, I am fucking backstage again.
Yeah, but you went to a couple shows. You went to a couple concerts.
Yes. Weirdly, when you're going to see a show, it's almost like it's different because the lights are out. You can't see the people around you.
Fair enough.
It's not quite as bad. But when you're sitting at the desk back in the middle of a pack of people, dude, I almost bought a bulletproof vest.
Jesus.
Because I was scared to death that I was going to get shot.
Well, that's a whole different phobia right there.
I wonder what that phobia is. Oh, that's called reality.
Self-preservation. Let's see. Coprastassophobia, a fear of being constipated.
I definitely have that. After my diverticulitis incident last week, yes, I have that.
And thank goodness you don't have this one. Paladophobia. No, paladphobia. Fear of bald people.
I'm bald underneath all this hair.
And you're naked underneath your clothes. Okay, thank you, Captain Obvious. Bananaphobia. Guess what that is a fear of?
Bananas.
It is, yeah. You'd think it'd be a little more cryptic. No, not so much.
Fog is getting thicker. And Leon's getting larger.
Sorry. I hit the wrong button.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Wow, man, I cannot pronounce these things. Omphalophobia, a fear of belly buttons.
What?
Why? There's paraphobia, is a fear of the Pope. Francophobia. Guess what that one is?
Fear of French people
and their culture. Yeah.
Okay.
Heliophobia, fear of sunlight, fear of ideas, fear of sitting down. Come on. Fear of happiness, Angliophobia, fear of England. I'm sure most of India's got that. So
Have you heard of prototyphobia?
prototyphobia.
Prodiciophobia.
Nope.
It is the fear of your spouse cheating on you.
Huh.
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Just just stating a fact, Sandy.
Sedonglobophobia, a fear of cotton balls. Okay.
What?
Yeah, lipophobia, that's an easy one. Fear of being fat.
Shit.
Wrong. But
Lipophobia?
yeah, I'm sure that's where they get liposuction from.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Fear of chopsticks? Come on.
Have you heard of, I actually have this one, Pistanthropophobia.
Do not know that one.
Pistanthropophobia. Pistanthrophobia. There it is. Pistanthrophobia is a phobia of getting hurt by someone in a romantic relationship, causing you to not trust anyone. Thank you, Sandy.
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Rodriguez, Sanchez, Rodriguez.
Sandy Rodriguez, Rushmore Rodriguez, Gromit Rodriguez, Davis Rodriguez, Zeiger Rodriguez. Don't know what the fuck she is now, but she's the hell out of my life.
So, do you want to go into my? Do you want to actually hear about mine then? Because it's going to be about all I got.
Sure. What do you have? What are your phobias?
And this is mostly from when I was younger, and it's kind of weird because I was trying to think of this. I'm like, I was never scared of a lot of stuff as a kid. Like I'd climb up a tree. I was never afraid of heights. I used to keep climbing up a tree a little higher and jumping down to see like how far until I couldn't jump out of a tree anymore. Surprised I didn't break a leg doing that. A super young age, my mom took me to the local library because it was just, we used to go to the library all the time. It was just kind of cool. But they had a guy there had a boa constrictor. I always thought snakes, as a little kid, I thought snakes were slimy and gross. She's like, no, they're very dry and smooth, and they kind of feel cool. And this guy was letting kids come up and touch the back of this snake. And so I went up and touched it. It had this really, it's a cool feeling. They feel really wicked cool, the scales and everything. And so I've loved snakes all my life. I've pick them up, move them, whatever. They never scared me. I've gotten bitten a couple times by snakes, and it's just like, whatever. Nothing much scared me, but and I think I've told this story before. I was living in Georgia, so it must have been like second grade, maybe third grade, maybe. Going through this book in the library, I'm at the library again. Going through this book in the library, and it was about fish, and it was showing the relative sizes of fish compared to a human. And I got all the way to a sturgeon.
Oh,
and apparently
big
sturgeons can get like 8, 10, 11 feet long. These things are monsters. And then you're in second grade. You have no idea if the thing could eat you. Later in life, I'll find out they're just bottom feeders. I mean, if they get a hold of you and drag you down, yeah, you'll die, but it's pretty damn unlikely. But so I was, and then I found out that they were in freshwater lakes like everywhere in the United States. I'm like, oh hell no. So like this particular one is megalodrothalassophobia, which is a fear of large underwater creatures or objects. So unfortunately, one of my mom's friends had a little sailboat. And so we went on to this lake in Georgia and we caught a really good breeze. And this is just a monohull. So we're heeling over and the water's coming right up to the edge of the boat. I am freaking the fuck out. So I'm like, I'm gonna get tossed overboard and one of these sturgeons are gonna eat me. I was terrified. So I'm over it now. But when I was younger, yeah, definitely a fear. And then,
Well, hang on.
yes.
Let me do one of mine.
Oh, okay, yeah, please.
Catsauridophobia.
Don't know.
This phobia with me started in the United States Navy. I spent some time on a ship called the Sorry Saratoga. USS Saratoga.
What kind of ship was that?
It was an aircraft carrier.
Oh, okay.
Now, the Sorry Sarah was one of those ships that you got onto and you went, what the fuck am I doing here? But then you would get to your rack. It's the middle of the night. The lights go out. You lay down in your rack to go to sleep, and all of a sudden you hear this tick, 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 tick. And you look down and there's enough cockroaches to move you from one rack to the other.
Hell.
Catsauridophobia is when a person has a phobia about cockroaches. And this started it. To this day, if I'm in a house and I see a cockroach, I will either go get somebody else to kill it, or I'll spend $500 on an exterminator to come in to make sure that they never come back.
And option C is burn the house down.
That too. I lived when I first moved to Texas. No, my third time living in Texas. First time was with Sandy. Second time was Dallas Theater Center. My third time, I moved back down here in 2002. And the apartment that we moved into was a typical Dallas apartment. Tons of ethnic people living there that don't clean, stuff like that. Have you ever seen a German cockroach?
Probably. They're pretty good size.
No, they're actually...
Oh, they're the tiny ones?
Yeah, they only get to be about that big.
Okay.
That's max. But when you get them, they are
forever there.
Toughest freaking critters to get rid of. 2.5 years with freaking German cockroaches in my kitchen. They were coming down the walls from the other apartment because they were dirty, nasty people. And I would walk out into the kitchen, proceed to walk back into my room, put on a Tyvek suit, I have a freaking huge fear of roaches. They carry the most diseases that you could ever imagine, and any animal that can sit underwater for 4 hours without breathing is not something that I want in my house.
Not only are they gross. They're zombies.
You can't kill them. They're prehistoric animals. Oh, don't even want to. Okay, I'm done.
I've got two stories of that. My mom and dad and I lived in Chicago, and we lived in an apartment complex that they called the Anthill, because it was a massive apartment complex, and they had a cockroach problem there. And my dad was even as a kid, I kind of like noticed, like, what are these things crawling on the walls? And they would catch them, put them in a jar and everything. My dad was so ticked off about this. He goes to the manager or the whatever, and it was like, we have a cockroach problem. No, there's no problems in there. He's like, he sets this entire full jar of cockroaches on this guy's desk.
Oh no.
And says, if we don't have a problem, we can just let these go in your office.
Oh.
Yeah. that got fixed. And then when I worked at Harry's Seafood in Akron, right across from, it was Samantha's Bar and Grill at the time, across the street from Tangier's. The back room, they would have all these wooden crates and everything. And at one point, they're giving me busy work. I'm just a high school kid working on the weekends. So they're like, yeah, take all these boxes and shake them out and get all the bugs out. And so I'm like knocking these crates, and these cockroaches are going everywhere. And I'm just, I got big rubber boots that go up to my knees at that place. I'm just stomping on these things, trying to kill them all. Just, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to gross you out, but
all right.
I got one more. I got one more.
Oh,
you ever live in it?
Thanks.
You ever live in Georgia?
No.
You ever seen a palmetto bug?
Yes.
Because they're like that big.
Don't want to talk about them either. I think I have a phobia of things with 6 legs.
Yeah, that could be.
That could be.
We got those every now. The guy next door, like, they would just like pick them up by their backs and take them outside. I'm like, hell no, man, no. He had this divot in his kitchen, like this big, like, scooped out thing in the linoleum, and they would hit that and they would think they were hidden. So like, he'd turn the light on and they'd scurry and they'd hit that and stop. And he'd just pick it up and take it. Like, no. Yeah. I don't have a fear of them, but I don't like them either.
I don't know if it's a fear or just I put up with them for so long that I'm,
Scarred.
No, you know what? Being on the ship with that many cockroaches, that's just, I mean, they have to be going somewhere, guys. They're in our food. That was the grossest. I went through the lunch line the one day, and I get my food and all this, got potato salad and all that stuff, and I sit down and a fucking cockroach crawls out of my potato salad.
Oh,
nope. No.
I'm going on a diet today.
Yep. No.
Oh God.
It's like finding maggots in your hamburger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm pretty close on this one here. Mine is Chilopodophobia, which is a fear of centipedes and millipedes.
I don't have that.
I will burn down a house if we have centipedes, and the millipedes are the worst. The ones with the super long legs, they're so fast and they dot. You can't get a beat on. Dude, these things they'll chase you down. I hate those things, man. I remember I was living over in East Akron, and one of these things was in my room, and I had a baseball bat. I literally chucked the baseball bat, somehow hit this thing, and it crushed it, and it wasn't moving. I didn't even touch it. And like the next day, ants disassembled it and took it away. I'm like, oh, bless your heart. Thank you. I'm okay with ants, but millipedes, centipedes, no. Fuck no.
I have to.
It's an irrational fear. It's totally irrational.
I have to go into my next one then.
Oh, and go into the the Natural History Museum in DC.
Oh yeah.
They have they have cases, plexiglass cases of these. Yeah. Oh, that room is hell. Just total and utter hell.
So my next phobia that I have is arachnophobia. Don't know if you have it. Oh wait, you said that you killed the spiders. That's fine.
I dislike them. They don't freak me out. I've never held a tarantula, but I picked up daddy long legs all the times.
Daddy long legs, I don't have a problem with.
They don't like count for some reason. I don't know why.
They have like the strongest venom out of all of them, but they can't
pierce your skin.
Yeah, their fangs are so small that they can't pierce your skin.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't have arachnophobia. Maybe it's just here's what got me started.
But if a wolf spider was on your desk right now,
I'd kill it.
Okay. If you go screaming like a little girl, that probably would be arachnophobia. You might just have a dire hatred.
You have to remember one of my other phobias is being around people. So with that, I have had to teach myself to deal with the situation at hand. Kill it. You know, that's
because if you don't,
it's going to kill me. I seriously believe that every spider is going to kill me. And part of what started all this, I had left the Navy. I had gotten divorced from Sandy. And hi, Sandy. Bitch. And I moved to Virginia Beach. And I took the first job that I could take, which was turf care. A lawn maintenance company. I was a manager for them. And I think they're out of business, so it doesn't matter.
That's because you left.
We were hired to clear out a rock bed in front of a Shell station. So we go over there, and I'm supervising, so I'm not in there. But one of my guys is picking up rocks and all that. And next thing I know, he's bit by a black widow.
Oh, shit.
Right on the end of his finger, man. And I was like, oh, fuck. Well, when I made it over to him, that black widow was trying to jump on me. She was a bitch. She was just like every ex-wife I've ever had. So, to make a long story short, ever since then, if I see a spider, I either have to kill it or I run. And what's funny, I was doing a show with Dr. Oz, and one of the people that was in this show dealt with tarantulas and stuff like that, and he brought a tarantula. And he tried to put it on me. I went from the soundboard all the way to my hotel room in about 3 minutes.
We're done now.
Thank you very much. 10 minutes later, I get a call from Richard, my business partner. Are you coming back? Not until that thing's gone. Thank you very much. huge phobia of spiders.
Yeah. And a lot of people have it too. It's not uncommon.
I have a couple more phobias.
But our dinger went off, so we have to cut this short and pick it up in our next segment here.
Yeah. I don't have any of Burke's music. I do
just pick something.
Apologize for that. But I do have this.
Now everybody, have you heard?
I had this album on vinyl.
If you're in the game, then the stroke's the word. Don't take no rhythm, don't take no style. Got a thirst for killing. Grab your body. Woo! Put your right hand out, give a firm handshake. Talk to me about that one big break. Spread the ear pollution both far and wide. Keep your contributions by your side. Strongest of men could be a winner, boy, and move quite well. Strongest of men. Strongest of men. You got your number down. Strongest of men. Say you're a winner, man. You just sit it down.
Hey, make sure that you check back soon for part 2 of this podcast.